What's up, boys? So as we know, getting materials to craft weapons is rough. The chances of getting them are pretty low considering you only get a few chances every week, every time you can claim rewards from a weekly boss. So that begs the question, are any of the weapons that we get in Inazuma gonna be worth crafting? So we're gonna do this by taking a couple of different approaches, looking at just the weapons compared to the other craftable weapons in the same category. We're not gonna go super deep into specifics on viability on specific character pairings, because that's gonna kind of convolute the whole scope of this video. In the event that we do get some of these weapons for free from any sources like quests or anything like that, we'll mention both the rank 1 and the rank 5 abilities just to make sure we take everything into consideration. So our final weapon this week is the Hakushin Ring. And if you're interested in the other craftable weapons available in Inazuma, I've been adding them to a playlist, which is linked in the corner. So this is actually a very interesting weapon, I guess. It does max out at 565 base attack and has energy recharge on it, which maxes out at 30.6. So our special ability at refinement level 1 reads that after the character equipped with this weapon triggers an electro-elemental reaction, nearby party members of an elemental type involved in this elemental reaction receive a 10% elemental damage bonus for their element, lasting 6 seconds. Elemental bonuses this way cannot be stacked. So that essentially means that once an electro-based electro reaction happens, which from everything that I've been seeing, it makes sense that overload, electrocharge, and supercharge obviously makes sense. But a swirl reaction with electro also counts, and a crystallized reaction with electro also counts. The team gains a damage bonus for their respective element of 10%. For instance, Bennett uses his skill to apply pyro to an enemy. Lisa is equipped with the Hakushin Ring, switches in, and applies electro to an enemy. This triggers an overload reaction and increases all of the party members' electro and pyro damage by 10%. At higher refinements, it just goes all the way up to 20% at refinement 5, which is pretty nice. Based on everything so far, it's pretty clear that this is a supporting type weapon and shouldn't really be treated or used on a DPS focused character, but it definitely could. Imagine Klee or Yanfei using this to trigger overload with Oz on the field per se. It meets all of the requirements and would actually give Klee and Yanfei the pyro damage bonus, and it would give Fischl the electro damage bonus. That's pretty cool. Plus, since it has energy recharge percent, it could be helpful at getting to your burst even more often. The question is though, is it worth crafting over Amber or Mare? So I think that we can all agree that Prototype Amber is not even in the same league or even under the same use cases, so we'll kind of count that one out. But Mappa Mare is kind of a different story. Personally, I do think it will come down to the team comp and how many reactions you plan on using to sway between the two. In a team where the catalyst user will trigger the reaction and switch off to the other element immediately, Hakushin makes a lot of sense there. Versus if you plan to trigger a reaction and continue to keep the catalyst user on the field, Mappa Mare makes a lot of sense. So imagine this scenario. Chongyun has used his skill and applied cryo to an enemy, and then Lisa switches in and uses her normal attack to trigger Superconduct. Both Lisa and Chongyun gain 10% electro and cryo bonuses respectively. If you switch back to Chongyun and attack for the next 6 seconds to get the extra cryo damage, Hakushin works perfectly for that use case. Mappa Mare wouldn't really work in that case though. If you kept Lisa on the field to keep doing the normal attacks, then Mappa Mare could make a lot more sense. Another note is that Mappa Mare actually outscales Hakushin on the passives considering maximum stacks and lasts longer overall. Compared to other weapons though, the closest thing that you really want to consider is Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers, which automatically makes more sense from an obtainability standpoint. Easily able to get it to like rank 5 since it's a 3-star weapon, but it does actually make more sense with physical focused DPSs, and Thrilling Tales will typically be more valuable unless you're using a quick swap team that can't utilize Thrilling Tales because of the cooldown on it. So that's actually going to be it for today, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks so much for watching. See ya.